Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the channel in the new year 2024. Today's date is January 4th at the time of recording, and I don't really know what I'm going to call this thing. I have an idea, but let's get into it. My name's Ray, and I love achievement hunting and trophy hunting, and I just felt like making a video, with the intent of making this a series of sorts where I just, talk about trophy and achievement hunting and different aspects of it that I like. Maybe some news that's going on in relation to that. I'm a little rusty. I haven't recorded anything in maybe 2 months. I took a little break for my mental health, deleted some social media stuff, but I think I'm back and I think I want to record and create and just make content, I suppose. I don't know where this rambling is going. But anyway, let's try to stay on topic. Currently, my gamer score on Xbox looks like 671,835. That is a lot of wasted time. I could have mastered so many other useful things, progressed my life in so many better ways, but I chose to do that. And currently, I guess the only, real way to talk about PlayStation trophies is by platinum. Let me pull that up real quick. How many platinums am I at? 95 platinums. And I'll put an asterisk there because I'm sure if you're into trophy hunting, not every game has a platinum. And we'll talk about that at some point. I don't know if it'll be this video, but it'll be a video at some point in the future. Just, a little housekeeping. Or formalities, or whatever you want to call them. Man, the rambling's really bad. I will get better at this, I promise. I don't even know what I was going to say. Oh, the consistency of the videos. The goal for this year is a video a week. It won't necessarily be these. It could be these, and then I'll just do, depending how easy these are, and then I'll just do other videos. These might be pretty easy to do. I don't know, I like talking about trophies and achievements, and I feel like I don't see a lot of people just casually talking about that. So, now that that's all out of the way, a loose format. Let's start with what have I been playing this week or month at the time of recording. I think I'll just do week for now. Keep it simple. I have been playing, what have I been playing? I completed Planet of Lana. I started that at the end of last year. It's okay. I heard good things about it. I got the full 1,000 gamer score. Game Pass game, so if you want to try it, at least at this time, it's on Game Pass. If you want to try it, no skin off your back. It's okay. It's not as good as I heard it was. It's an interesting story. The gameplay is pretty simple. I did use the assist mode and just turned off the QuickTime events, which made the game easy. Excuse me. Oh, that Domino's catching up with me from lunch. I will say the biggest problem I have with that game is the last achievement I got, which was, I think it's called Flawless. It's a big chunk of an achievement. I want to say it's like 120 gamer score. It is to beat the game without dying. Normally, very difficult to do, but there's some ways to work around that. You can die, but then as soon as you respawn, you quit back to the main menu and then you hop back in. Because I guess the way that it tracks your deaths is when you die, it doesn't track it. Once you hit the next checkpoint, then it will track it. So, just a pro tip from your buddy to quit out of that game whenever you die. But other than that, it looks good. It was a good game to play around Sam. Colorful, not violent at all. I tend to find myself playing a lot of games that I can just play around Sam now. Not necessarily bad games, but, just colorful, non-violent games. Unless you count when he was real little, and I was double boxing some Unreal Tournament 3 before the server shut down. Oh, what a rush. But aside from Planet of Lana, which I guess I'd recommend it. I did a title there was a title update for a game called Rayland. It's a really simple I think it's East Asia Soft game. Basically, there's lasers, and you just got to use mirrors to connect the lasers to hexagonal orbs, and you complete the levels. Very easy. Some of the puzzles get a little challenging when you got to, like, combine the lasers to create diagonals. And they kept updating with title updates. I think it's finally done. The game is at 5,000 gamer score. I think it's like a $5 game, too. So if you're looking for some quick gamer score that's not, like, super embarrassing to have, definitely recommend that one. And again, it's not just because my name's in the title. Is that why my dad bought me Rayman on the PS1? Probably. Let me have some water real quick. And then the current game that I'm playing, without some high quality H2O. Current game that I'm playing, Garden Story, leaves Game Pass in 11 days. 11 days till it leaves Game Pass. I have a fear I may end up buying this game. It's another game I can play around. How should I label these? I'm going to label these as Sammy approved, where you can play them around a child. Simplistic adventure game. Feels similar to like an old school Zelda in a way. Much more RPG. And you're playing as like a... your name's Concord? You might be a grape. I don't know. Grape, you become not a crepe. A grape, and you become a grape named Concord. You become the guardian of the land, I guess, and you build up your homesteads through doing requests for people. It's pretty fun. The only bummer right now is that I got probably like 3 to 4 hours in, maybe. I felt like I made some decent progress, and my save got deleted somehow. It really kind of blows chunks, so that's upsetting. But I am hoping to have that game done by the 15th. So that way I don't have to either buy it at full price or wait for a sale. So yeah, those are what I've been playing. On to the next part of the format, which I'm just riffing here. I guess since it's the beginning of the year, I'll just talk about, my gaming goals. And last year, I think I completed 58 games, maybe? I think that's about right. I have a spreadsheet. I like to keep a list of it. And this year, I would like to do 5 games a month at least. Excuse me. I have a whole backlog list of like 100 games that I really want to finish this year. There's no way I'll be able to finish them all. It's kind of just like a pie in the sky idea. Just something to keep track of. I do have a whole actual list of the games I consider in my backlog. And that's mostly games that I've either bought or games from PS Plus or the now deceased Games with Gold or Game Pass that I intend to play. So it's not everything I've been given there. It's not everything that's on these services. It's just what I intend to play. The previously mentioned Garden Story is one of them. And I want to do 5 a month. I have specified somewhere online, I think in a Discord that I'm in, what those 5 are for me. One was Planet of Lana, so we're already there. The others, let me pull up my list. I have it at the ready. Yeah, so my 5 games are my 5 games for January. Planet of Lana, Watch Dogs Legion, Somerville, Alan Wake on the PS4, and FIFA 06 Road to the World Cup from the Xbox 360. I believe that one is actually my last of the 06 sports games on 360 that are like easy achievements. I think 06 was, every sports game was super easy for the achievements. And I think that's my last one. I'm just not good at FIFA. Watch Dogs Legion, I have just the hardcore mode to go. That game's not great. I don't recommend it. Planet of Lana is done, so I'm already finished with one. Garden Story crept into those 5. I still intend to do those 5. Garden Story crept in there because it's leaving the Game Pass, so I kind of want to get that done. Alan Wake on the PS4. I already did the PS5 version. I've completed it on Xbox and Xbox. I just consider anything past Xbox One as Xbox. That's how I just clarify it for me, because it's all on the Xbox platform. So Xbox, I completed it. I beat it on the 360 as well. I love Alan Wake. So good. Remedy makes great games. So yeah, I want to finish Alan Wake 4 on the PS4 because it came with PS Plus. And ever since the price hike, I don't really intend to re-up my PS4 or PS Plus. I've only had the Essential. I never upgraded past that. But I love Alan Wake. It's on my list. And what were the last? Somerville I was really interested in. It's from some of the people that did Inside, which funnily enough, Planet of Lana plays very similar to Inside. And Limbo, I guess? Yeah, they were all made by the same, yeah. I mean, Planet of Lana I don't think was, but aside from those, I also plan on playing, sort of in the background, Anthem on my PS4, because I bought that at some point for some reason, and a game called Song Pop Party? Is that what it's called? That is like a party music guessing game. Pretty fun. The achievements themselves aren't hard. One of them is. One of them is like damn near impossible if you do not have a PC to pause the game. Because the PC version, the Xbox version, they're the same list, but they function differently. Like the menus, and there's some additional achievements / rewards on the PC version that aren't actually achievements. It's a little hard to explain unless you play it. But it's a very fun like little party game. It's one of those where people can sign on and join with their phone. I recommend it. It's a grind. There is a grind to it, but it's not hard. But yeah, the hardest achievement in that game is, I think it's called Perfectionist or Perfection. You have to score like 950 points, but in order to do that, you have to basically know the song right away. So the way I worked around that was I had my sister and my wife with me. I unlocked the Taylor Swift playlist. Oh, that's the other thing. It has a lot of artists in there, a lot of current songs. And it seems like they are updating it fairly constantly or consistently. It's pretty cool. I like it. But yeah, I had them join in and we did the Taylor Swift playlist and we'd get like a snippet of the song, like a second. And I'd pause it and then we'd do our best guess to figure out what it is before you unpause and quickly pick an option. It was a fun experience. I enjoyed it. If you're in a similar situation, I would definitely recommend doing that. So another gaming goal is actually to spend less money this year, or as little as possible. So the real plan is to complete 3 games from my backlog, and then I'm able to buy a new game if I choose to. I really don't plan on buying all that many new games. There's a few on the horizon I'm looking for. One that I did pre-order and is coming out, I guess, technically at the end of the month. Excuse me. Is Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. It looks fun. It looks like Crackdown mixed with DC. Last portrayal by Kevin Conroy as Batman. I'm really looking forward to it. And I don't really know what else to say about that. Is it a live service game? Sure. But it doesn't look like it's super intrusive. It looks like it's just cosmetics and a battle pass type of deal. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm just not gonna... Unless there's some real cool skins, I'm probably not gonna get any of the battle passes. We're gonna get better at this, I promise. There will be less rambling and more structure. This is something that I'm fairly passionate about doing. I just like talking about achievements and trophies. I've probably said that already 1,000 times. But I'll refine this. I will solidify the format. Who knows, maybe guests will pop on. I just don't know. And I'm kind of all over the place right now. Work was mentally draining today, especially towards the end. I feel like that's how it always is. Let's see, we talked about the goals for the year and the month. We talked about what I've been playing. Let's move on to what I would consider the topic of the show. And there's been rumors circulating yet again, but they seem more credible this time, that Xbox is going to do a major overhaul of the achievement system. What do we call a major overhaul? I don't know. I don't work for Microsoft, clearly. But I'm going to list, I think it's four items that I think could be improved as far as the achievement system. And it'll tie to the PlayStation trophy system as well. Both have their pros and cons, I think. All right, so I basically have 5 things I think they should improve as far as the achievement system. Number 1 is, where's my list? There used to be a tally on the 360, like your player card, and it would show you all of your completed games as like, you know, a numerical number. So you have like 10 completed games. I want them to bring that back for the base game. So how many base games, or to equate to like a PlayStation, how many platinums do you have? Again, there's an asterisk for, not every game having a platinum. But how many base games have you completed? Just to have that square on your profile for people to look at. I think that's a cool thing to have. Like I said, I think they had, I remember them having something like that on 360. They very well might have. It's been so long since I've seen it, I'm not too sure. I think having that would alleviate, a lot of people say they want like a platinum achievement equivalent. When you complete a game, you get like the platinum achievement. I don't like that, because I don't know if they could really retroactively do that with all the games you've already completed. I wouldn't want it to start somewhere. Be like, oh, you have 30 platinums past this date. I think that gets a little too confusing. Might be a little too much in the back end. But honestly, between PlayStation and Xbox, I trust Xbox to be able to make a retroactive change way more than I trust PlayStation 2. I mean, for God's sakes, it took them 10 years to figure out name changes, and even that was kind of a little screwed up. And then even now with their PS Plus, like, there's a whole licensing issue. It's just insane over there. But not the point of this topic. So we'll shelve that for another time. But I would like that breakdown. And speaking of breakdown, my second improvement that I think they could do to the Xbox achievement system is, again, similar to PlayStation. For those of you that don't know, when you click on a game in Xbox, it just loads all the achievements, everything. It very rarely has any way of differentiating between what's a base game achievement, what's a DLC achievement, what's a title update achievement. But I guess title updates and DLCs are considered the same thing through PlayStation. But there's no way to really differentiate it. Whereas on the PlayStation side, you hit the overall game, which let's say it's at 60%. Click on it, then it brings you to like a sub screen, a further screen where it's like, here's your base game that's at 100%, here's your platinum and everything. And then here's the 3, 4, 5, 6 DLC, I guess we'll call them packs. So here's your 6 DLC packs, here's the ones you're missing. And you still get that 100% for the game, but then overall, your percentage is lowered because of the DLCs. I would like Xbox to have that sort of breakdown, because it'd be nice, and also maybe it would help me not spend more money on DLC. I know that's not the point of these companies and these ecosystems. They want you to do that, so I get why they do that. But I would like that extra window breakdown. I think it'd be pretty neat. Man, I'm thirsty. Oof. One of my New Year's resolutions was to drink a lot more water, and I'm doing pretty good. In line with the platinum achievement or the tally, another way for them to maybe show your completed games is maybe, I don't even know how to describe this. When you're looking at your achievements, and maybe I'll bring up a picture here. I know it's really late in the video, but if you haven't been actually watching, the plan for right now until I figure out something else is I'm just going to play like a video of me playing games in the background. So the video this week will probably be Garden Story, since I'm working on that. But here's the picture of the achievements. Maybe have like when you complete the game, highlight the bar with your selected color. So I think mine is like a lightish blue. Highlight the bar in your achievement, I don't know, window, record, whatever you want to call it, your achievements tab. Just highlight it with your chosen color, whatever that is. That could be cool. Just a visual aesthetic. And then when a DLC comes out, you take that blue bar away. Oh, another one I just thought of. I'll name this one number 4. Give me an alert when my completion's been taken away. Because 1, that'll help me know if there's a title update to go back to a game. But 2, and Microsoft, this is for you to listen because I know you are, it will incentivize people to check out the game, see where it was taken away from, be it an actual paid DLC or a title update. It'll bring more traffic back to that game. Maybe it'll get you more DLC sales. I don't know. It would sure work on me. But that's an important one. Yeah, give me a notification when my completion gets taken away, achievement-wise. And, you know, I know not everyone's into achievements, so maybe make that be like an opt-in type of deal. That way you're not just flooding people with notifications. Number, I guess this one's 5 at this point. And this would actually take, I think, a lot of work and would really kind of undermine what they were trying to do with the last generation. Which, I mean, Don Matrick didn't really do a great deal for us, and Mr. Uncle Phil Spencer is he's been riding the ship very well. Make achievements pop when I'm offline as well. It's rare, but I wouldn't mind that if the Xbox systems could function like the 360s did, where you had a lot of the features, including achievements, just be available to you offline, because I'm pretty sure now they're not. I think they will pop once you go back online. I know there's a whole like ping to a server, and that's how they do like achievement tracking. And that's a great feature. I love that. But I would really like it if I could just pop achievements offline. Again, it's very rare that I am offline. But I don't know. Just let me do that, please. And the last recommendation I have for this achievement overhaul is just give me a designation. I'm trying to read. It's like a little bit of a paragraph, so I can't. You know what? I'll read this and I'll figure it out. Oh yeah, give me a designation when I'm looking at my achievements. Let me know if in my current playthrough, if I'm too far gone and I've missed an achievement or locked it or whatever. Just let me know that. I think that'd be very helpful to achievement hunting as a hobby. Don't like lock the achievement, but like if I'm doing a playthrough and it's let's go with Blue Dragon for an example, because I know there's a couple in there, and I don't know why this one springs to the top of my head. There are moments in the game where you have to do certain things. Like there's a caravan run, I believe, at one point. Definitely don't have this achievement because I didn't know it was a thing. But once you're done with that caravan run, that's the only part of the game where you can unlock that achievement. So once you get past that point, if you don't get it, just have a little, like, I don't know, a red lock or something, like, hey, you can't get this anymore, this playthrough. Oh, or a notorious one that I remember from the original Xbox One, Titanfall 1. If you, oh, how did it go? There were prestiges, as in most of these first-person shooters. God, Titanfall 1 was so good. Titanfall 2 was great also, but Titanfall 1 was ahead of its time. But anyway, there are your prestiges, and you had tokens, I believe, at one point or another, where you could skip a prestige, right? But there's an achievement where if you, it basically wants you to get to the highest prestige without using one of those tokens. If you use one of those tokens, you're screwed. You can't complete the game. I don't know why they decided to make it like this, but it's like your rank is tied to the EA servers, and there's no way to reset your rank as far as I know. So you could, if you're just not lazy, if you just want to progress and get that next prestige, and you're like, I'm just gonna use this token, but you're also into achievements, you're done. And ridiculous as that is, I think they might mention when you try to do it, like, hey, this will take away your ability to get an achievement. If you don't care about achievements, fine. If you care about achievements, oh boy, that's rough. So, I would like, just let me know when I can't get an achievement for a playthrough, or if an achievement's locked forever for me. Just some sort of designation like that, I think could be pretty helpful to a very small group in a very already niche hobby. And that's the main topic for the video. Let's figure out what are the closing segments gonna be? Let me look up upcoming games. I think that could be fun. I guess we'll stick with January. I don't really see any PlayStation exclusive games I'm interested in. Yeah, as far as PlayStation exclusive, I don't see anything coming out that's really grabbing me. So we'll drop that. Let's go back to the Xbox side of things. Yeah, because most likely, if anything, I will be getting these games on Xbox. Let's see. January 18th, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown comes out. That's the new Prince of Persia game, clearly. I'm tangentially interested in that. I don't think I'll be buying it day one, but it looks cool. I actually have the old what they call? Did they? I think it's just called Prince of Persia to get through. I have that on my 360. It's the cell shaded one that not a lot of people liked, but I remember enjoying it. So looking forward to that. Aside from games coming to Game Pass, realistically, the only thing that I'm looking forward to this month, and it just kind of squeaks in on the 30th because I guess if you pre-order it, it comes out a few days early. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Sue me. I love DC. It looks like Crackdown. Like I said, I don't really mind the live service stuff. They put out some preview videos where I was a little confused as to why they had some powers and abilities. And then they showed, I guess they ransacked like a Justice League museum and got some things. And I'm like, okay, that's an interesting way to explain away that kind of weird choice. So yeah, that's really the only game I'm looking forward to this month. I got a lot of backlog to get through. Not a lot of time. So yeah, as of right now, the only game I'm really looking forward to is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League at the end of January. Alright, so the plan right now is to really focus on Garden Story. It's about like a 20-hour game, but you know, when you got a kid, you don't have all the time in the world. So yeah, Garden Story is the main focus. Then I think I'll move on to Somerville. Then I will try and do Alan Wake. If I can get through Alan Wake, maybe I'll do FIFA, clean that one off. And then, what was the other one I was trying to do? Let's see, FIFA, Alan Wake, Somerville, Planet of Lana. Oh man, I lost track. I lost track of what my goal was. Oh boy, howdy. There's a picture of Sam. I'm trying to find it. Don't worry, guys. Oh, Watch Dogs Legion. Watch Dogs Legion will probably be the one that I don't actually get to this month. With Garden Story and everything. And also Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League coming out at the end of the month. So yeah, that's kind of the order that I plan to try to tackle these games. Alan Wake's going to take a little time, but I've done it so many times, I remember a lot of it. Excuse me? And I guess I'll end with recommending a game to play. Let's go with PlayStation. I'll recommend a PlayStation game that I think you should try. And that's mostly because I've been talking a lot about Xbox. Maybe I'll like alternate it every episode, or maybe I'll give an Xbox and let me give an Xbox and a PlayStation game. We'll start with Xbox because I'll have probably less to say about it. I'd say go and try. Nah, we won't focus on exclusives. Even though the PlayStation one will be an exclusive. Xbox, go hop on your little Game Pass or go to the store and buy Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, because that game was incredible. Also use headphones, because my god, that game was terrifying with the hearing of the voices aspect, where it's like 3D audio all around you. It's terrifying. And I think in one of the documentaries that they did behind the game, they were talking about how they really consulted with like mental health experts and people who suffer from some mental health issues, trying to really dial in like how that kind of sounds to them, with like the whispers coming at you everywhere. Terrifying. Not so much the game itself, but just that people have to live with that. Like it's crazy that the mind can mess with you that badly. It's not a very... The combat's okay. The exploration's really cool. It's a stunning game. It looks gorgeous. Definitely recommend that on Xbox or Play. It was a PlayStation, I guess, timed exclusive, and then it went on Xbox as well, I believe. And then Microsoft bought up, I want to say it's Team Ninja is the one who made it. I don't think is it Ninja Theory? It's a ninja studio. So definitely give that one a shot. And I mean, my go-to PlayStation game to recommend, Bloodborne. Oh my god, I love Bloodborne so much. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I kind of wish they would do a remaster or just a port to the PS5, and for you PC players, you can have it too. But I also kind of just like that it's only on the PS4. I mean, you can play it backwards compatible to PS5, but I kind of like that it's only on PS4, because then people keep complaining and freaking out and speculating, and like, I feel like on Reddit I see every day like, it's such and such time, like, when are they going to announce a remake, like, with no evidence to support it, just like wishful thinking. I think that's hysterical. Bloodborne it's a Souls-born game, Dark Souls and everything, but it's got like a gothic Lovecraftian paint to it. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but if you haven't played it by now, highly recommend it. So good. And with that, I think I will end this inaugural episode of whatever I decide to call this. I'm leaning towards calling it like Platinum Achievements, something like that. I'm really trying to tool the name, figure it out. I'm going to get some input. But thank you to everyone who got this far in the video and listened all the way through. I really appreciate it. Give me some feedback. Let me know how you think I can improve. Maybe what are some topics you guys want to see in the next video. Weekly might be a little tough for this. Monthly will be doable. I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things, really. If you made it to the end of this video and you want to prove it to me, write down in the comments section, how should we reply? Yeah, just write down in the comments section, Foxy the dog. Because that's my dog's name. She's the best, and she's staring at me right now. But thank you for watching. Have a great day, and keep hunting those achievements and trophies, guys and girls. And bye.